Good morning. Today we will start with the lesson number 6, triangles. 6.2 exercise. Question number 6. In figure, triangle ABC are points on OP, OQ and OR respectively, such that AB is parallel to PQ, AC is parallel to PR, and show that BC is parallel to QR. Okay? AB parallel to PQ given and AC is parallel to PR given. We have to show that BC parallel to QR. Okay? So, first of all, you have to think this AB parallel to PQ you will get. We can apply in first one triangle. AC parallel to PR you can apply in another triangle. Then you apply basic proportionality condition also, so that you will get this BC is parallel to QR. That is our method. So see the point. In triangle PQR, O is an interior point given. O is a point. And condition of O is also given, such that A lies on OP and B lies on OQ and C lies on OR. First of all, you join this OP, OQ and OR join, so that you can able to see that triangle OPQ and triangle OPR and triangle OQR. Okay, got clear idea now? So here what is given? AB parallel to PQ. So you will take a which triangle? Triangle OPQ. In triangle OPQ, AB is parallel to PQ. In triangle OPR, AC is parallel to PR. So you are in both the cases you apply basic proportionality theorem. See the first triangle. In triangle OPQ, AB is parallel to PQ given. See the diagram. AB is parallel to PQ is given now. So what will apply? OA by PA. OA by PA or OA by AP is same as OB by BQ. See what I written here. OA by AP is equal to OB by BQ. Clear? Equation number 1. So we are applying by basic proportionality theorem because one side of a triangle is parallel to the third side of a triangle given. AB is parallel to, a line is parallel to one side of a triangle given. Line means AB. AB is parallel to PQ side given. Therefore, you can able to apply basic proportionality theorem. So, by basic proportionality theorem, OA by AP is equal to OB by BQ. Keep it as equation number 1. Similarly, second triangle taken. Which is the second triangle? See the second triangle OPR. OPR. In OPR, what is given? AC is parallel to PR given. There also apply the same basic proportionality theorem. OA by AP is equal to OC by CR. Okay. So we can see the next topic. Therefore, by basic proportionality theorem, OA by AP is equal to OC by CR. So equation, this is equation number 2. By mistake I written one only again. So this is equation number 2 and the previous one is equation number 1. In both the equations you can see LHS part is OA by AP only. Therefore RHS part equates. RHS part equating, you are getting OB by BQ is equal to OC by CR. OB by BQ is equal to what you are getting? OC by CR. So that we can see the diagram again. See the diagram. OB by BQ is equal to OC by CR got. OB by BQ is equal to OC by CR got. The meaning is that in triangle OQR, which condition you got? OB by BQ is equal to OC by CR got. That is, this line BC divides OQ and OR in the same ratio. If it is dividing in the same ratio, you are studied in converse of basic proportionality theorem, BC is parallel to QR. So what you got here? In triangle OQR, OB by BQ is equal to OC by CR given, so that By converse of basic proportionality theorem, what you can say? BC is parallel to QR. Clear? That only we are written. See here, we got in triangle OQR, OB by BQ is equal to OC by CR. Therefore, by converse of basic proportionality theorem, BC is parallel to QR. This only you wants to prove BC is parallel to QR. Okay? Next, go to the next question. Question number 7. Using theorem number 6.1, prove that the line drawn through the midpoint of one side of a triangle is parallel to another side and bisects the third side. Okay? Here, question once more, make it clear. Prove that if a line drawn through the midpoint of one side, triangle having already three sides. So, a line drawn through the midpoint of one side, one line is there, the line is passing through one midpoint of one side and parallel to the another side. Another side means the second side. Then what will happen? It will bisect the third side. So, the diagram seen. Here listen. Here in triangle ABC, which are the sides? AB, BC and AC are the sides. Okay. This is the line D. This line D is passing through the midpoint D. D is the midpoint of AB. D is the midpoint of AB. This line D is passing the midpoint of one side parallel to the second side. Then what we wants to prove? We wants to prove that this D bisects the third side. The meaning is that you want to prove that A is equal to EC. Are you got clear the meaning? Once more listen. This line D is passing the midpoint of one side of a triangle and parallel to the second side BC. Then we have to prove that this line D bisects the third side. The third side is AC. Bisecting the third side means we want to prove that E is the midpoint of AC. The meaning is that we have to prove that A is equal to EC. Okay? You yourself, you can prove. You think about the sum. Think yourself 1 minute. Okay, you got any idea? Listen here. In triangle ABC, D is the midpoint. Okay, midpoint of AB. And E is a point on AC. We are not sure E is the midpoint or not. We want to prove that E is the midpoint. So D is a midpoint of AB and E is a point on AC and D is parallel to BC given. So D is parallel to BC. If D is parallel to BC, suddenly you know the theorem. Which theorem? Basic proportionality theorem. So apply basic proportionality theorem. Since D is parallel to BC, therefore by basic proportionality theorem, AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. Keep it as equation number 1. But you knowing one condition, D is the midpoint of AB. If D is the midpoint of AB, AD is same as DB. If AD is same as DB, then what you will get? AD by DB is equal to 1. So we will apply here 1. So you will get your answer also. We can see what is written here downside. Next point, right? AD is, but D is the midpoint of AB. Therefore, what you can say? AD is equal to DB. Therefore, what is the ratio of AD by DB? AD by DB is equal to 1. So, we will put in the equation number 1. So, in the place of AD by DB, you apply the value 1. So, 1 is equal to AE by EC. 1 is equal to AE by EC, then cross multiply. So, what you will get? A is equal to EC. A is equal to EC, what is the meaning? A is the midpoint of AC. E is the midpoint of AC. The meaning is that the line bisects the third side. What is the third side? AC. The line bisects the third side. Okay. Conclusion also I written down, son. The line passing through the midpoint of one side and parallel to second side, then it will bisect the third side. Okay. Next, first you go through this theorem properly and copy it. Copy all of you fast. Question number 8 I given as homework. I already proved and given concept of basic proportionality theorem, proved and given. No, same method only applying this one. Okay, do by yourself. Now question number 9. Listen. ABCD is a trapezium. ABCD is a trapezium in which AB is parallel to DC and its diagonals intersect each other at the point O. Show that AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. Once more listen. ABCD is a trapezium. Trapezium means one pair of opposite sides are parallel. Here which pair is parallel given? AB is parallel to DC given. And the diagonals AC and BD intersecting in which point? O. Show that AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. That is your question. AO by BO we want to prove as CO by DO. Clear? So proving this one, we drawn a line segment OE or EO which is parallel to AB. If it is parallel to AB, automatically it will parallel to DC also, because AB is parallel to DC already you knowing now. If a line is parallel to one side and already AB is parallel to DC, therefore surely EO will be parallel to DC. Therefore, in trapezium ABCD, AB is parallel to DC already you knowing. The diagonals AC and BD intersect at the point O given. Let us draw a line OE parallel to either AB or DC. Okay. So we drawn a line EO is parallel to either AB or DC. So if it is parallel to DC taking, OE is parallel to DC, then which triangle we will take here? You yourself think it is, which triangle will come? ODC. Diagram if you need, then you can draw separate. OADC. Once more see that which triangle? ADC. In this triangle ADC, EO or OE is parallel to DC coming. That means one line segment is or one line is parallel to one side of a triangle and intersecting other two sides in two distinct points E and O. Therefore, by basic proportionality theorem, the line segments are divided in the same ratio. So that only we are going to apply. Here listen, diagram also see, then only you will make it, you can understand easily. So EO is parallel to DC of triangle ADC. Therefore, how theorem applying? AE by ED is equal to AO by OC. Which triangle taking which line segment is parallel to which side, that all properly you want to understand. Anywhere, any ratio writing mark will not get. So AE by ED is equal to what you will get? AO by OC. See, keep it as equation number 1. And similarly, now this you knowing now. Same way you can able to say EO is parallel to another side also. Which side? AB. So in that case, which triangle you will take here? Triangle which will come. So if it is EO is parallel to AB, then which triangle we will take? That is proper way triangle take. So which triangle will come? Triangle ABD. In triangle ABD, EO is parallel to one side of a triangle. It intersects other sides. Which are the other sides? AD and BD at the point E and O. Therefore, there also we can able to apply basic proportionality theorem. Okay. So you keep take your textbook along with you so that while scrolling you can't able to see the diagram. So once more see which triangle we are taking. Triangle ABD. In triangle ABD what are happening? OE is parallel to AB. Therefore this OE intersects other sides. Which are the other sides? AD and BD at two distinct points E and O. Therefore, we will apply basic proportionality theorem. Which is the basic proportionality theorem? AE by ED is equal to BO by OD. Okay, see. See here. AE by ED is equal to OB by BD. OB by OD. Okay, keep it as equation number 2. So first equation already you know which is the first equation? AE by ED is equal to AO by OC. This is the first equation. And second equation you got AE by ED is equal to OB by OD. So in both the equations LHS part is same. Therefore we can able to equate the RHS part. AO by OC is equal to OB by OD. But your question you see, you want to prove this one? AO by OC only you wants to prove. See the question. What you wants to prove? You wants to prove that AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. So how can make it? See here. You got AO by OC is equal to OB by OD. But you want AO by OB. AO by OB you need. Or AO by BO you need. How can take this BO here? So already I explained and given the rules. Which rule we will apply? Alternate. This means, okay, this means you interchange. AO by OC is equal to OB by OD, same as AO by BO. These two interchange. So AO by OB is equal to OC by OD by alternate law. So we are written in the order. AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. Okay, go through the points. Completed? Same type of another one more rider is there. That also you go through the points. Question number 10. The diagonals of a quadrilateral ABCD intersect each other at the point O. The diagonals of a quadrilateral ABCD intersect each other at the point O such that AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. Converse of this rider only. We have to prove that quadrilateral ABCD is a trapezium. Quadrilateral ABCD is a trapezium. In the previous rider, ABCD is a trapezium given. We proved that AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. Here the just converse will come. If AO by BO is equal to CO by DO, we have to prove that quadrilateral ABCD is a trapezium. Understood the question? Okay. Viewers, read and analyze the question. Okay, we can start. Yes. Listen here. What is given? In quadrilateral ABCD, don't write here trapezium. Okay, that only wants to prove. In quadrilateral ABCD, in which the diagonals AC and BD intersect at the point O. And what is given? AO by BO is equal to CO by DO given. Okay. AO by BO is equal to CO by DO given. So you apply alternate. This alternate applying, what you will get? AO by CO is equal to BO by DO. Okay, keep it as equation number 1. And now Listen here, what do you want to prove? You want to prove that AB and DC are parallel. AB and DC parallel, the meaning is that one pair of opposite sides are parallel, then what you can say? It is a trapezium. Okay, here already this condition is given in the question. AO by CO is equal to BO by DO is given in the question. I kept it as question number 1 also. Okay, now listen. Suppose OA is parallel to AB only, you are considering. A is parallel to AB only, we are considering. So then what we will prove? We will prove that OA is parallel to DC also. If OA is parallel to DC also coming, then what you can say? AB is parallel to DC can say. That is the method of the proof. Okay, your question is to prove that any one pair of opposite sides are parallel. The meaning is that we want to prove that AB parallel to DC. Clear? So we are supposing that let OE is parallel to AB. OE is parallel to AB in which diagram? OE is parallel to AB. Then which triangle you want to take? ABD. In triangle ABD, OE is parallel to AB. OE intersecting other sides AD and BD in the at the points E and O in the ratio, same ratio. Okay. So that only we are written downside. That means OE is parallel to AB. Once more see the diagram. OE is parallel to AB. Therefore, how can I apply? AE by ED is equal to BO by OD. AE by ED is equal to what you will get? BO by DO or BO by OD. Okay. That is we are proving by basic proportionality theorem. So condition write in the bracket basic proportionality theorem. Okay. Now here first already it is given in the question. We are not taken from anywhere. It is already given in the question. AO by BO is equal to CO by DO given. That we by applying alternando we are written as AO by CO is equal to BO by DO. We kept it as question number 1. Now you got from triangle ABD, AE by ED is equal to BO by OD. First equation, second equation, you closely watch it. Any peculiarity you can able to observe? Yes. Which peculiarity? Right hand side is equal. BO by DO is same as BO by DO. OD or DO both are same only. Yeah? Therefore, BO by DO is equal to what you are getting? BO by DO. So, in the first and second equation, RHS part of the equations are equal. Therefore, automatically what will happen? LHS part also will be equal. So, we can see AO by CO is equal to AE by ED got. AO by CO is equal to what you got? AE by ED. So, we can see the triangle. Diagram listen. So, see the diagram. In triangle ADC, what you got now? AE by ED is equal to AO by OC we proved now. So AE, once more listen properly, AE by ED is equal to AO by OC we proved. So this line divides the two sides in the same ratio. If this line divides the two sides in the same ratio, the meaning is that this line is parallel to the third side by converse of basic proportionality theorem. So see, all the theorems are closely connected. Any theorems we are learning, these all theorems properly you are knowing, then only we can able to apply in the coming riders. So simply without knowing without knowing the theorems and theory parts, you can't able to understand the riders. It is quite natural. Okay. So whenever you are watching the videos, you just remind the previous theorems, learn it, and then listen. Then only you can understand. Listen here once more. What you got here? AE by ED is equal to AO by OC. The meaning is that this line segment or line EO divides AD and AC in the same ratio. They are dividing in the same ratio. The meaning is that by converse of basic proportionality theorem, what you can say? Surely this line EO is parallel to DC. That only I written here down, sir. See here, AO by CO is equal to AE by ED. Therefore, by converse of basic proportionality theorem, what you can say? OE is parallel to DC. Now, OE is parallel to AB, already we supposed. Then you got that OE is parallel to DC. These two conditions combined, OE parallel to AB and OE is parallel to DC. Then what will happen? What will happen? AB is parallel to DC. Two lines are parallel to the same lines. Then what will happen? They are mutually parallel. So AB is parallel to DC. The meaning is that one pair of opposite sides are parallel. Therefore, what is it? Trapezium. Therefore, quadrilateral ABCD is a trapezium. Okay? There is no difficult riders. All the riders are easy. So, OE is parallel to AB and OE is parallel to DC got. Therefore, we are proving that AB is parallel to DC. The meaning is that one pair of opposite sides are parallel. Therefore, we can say that quadrilateral ABCD is a trapezium. Okay, got clear the points? So, exercise 6.2, all the riders are over. And illustration sums, all you work out and see. Okay, so we can go through the remaining theorems. We want to learn some more theorems here. We have studied theorem number 6.1 and 6.2. Okay, now we are going to learn remaining theorems for proving two triangles to be similar. That theorems one by one, we can statement only there, we can learn one by one. Listen, already you have studied which are the conditions for two triangles to be similar. Studied now? That I written once more here for your convenience. Listen here. Two triangles are similar, then their corresponding angles are equal and corresponding sides are in the same ratio. This several times you say in the mind. Two triangles are similar, then their corresponding angles. Corresponding angle means the angles in the corresponding positions. And corresponding side also same meaning only. Corresponding position occupying, you can see here. Here angle A, same position here, which angle written D. So angle A and angle D are equal. Angle B and angle E are equal. Angle C and angle F are equal. If anywhere, any places two triangles are similar given, so very clear cut you can say that corresponding angles are equal and corresponding sides are in the same proportion. Okay, so that there is only one difference between similar triangle and congruent triangle. We are already discussed in the previous video. If it is congruent triangle, what will happen? The ratio will be always 1. Why ratio always 1 coming? Because the sides are equal. AB equal to DE coming. Therefore, the sides will be always equal to 1. And if a similar triangle is coming, it is not compulsory, it should be equal to 1. It can be any ratio. AB by D is equal to 2 by 3 possible, 3 by 2 possible, 1 by 2 possible, any ratios. But all the ratios must be equal. That is must there. So, once more we can repeat. Two triangles are similar. First condition, their corresponding angles are equal. And second condition, their corresponding sides are in the same proportion. Clear? That is one example I taken here and its condition also written here. Okay. Now we can go through the theorems. Which are the theorems? Theorem number 6.3. Theorem number 6.3 means AAA criteria, angle theorem. So everybody knowing how to define this theorem, because last year also you have studied this type of theorems in congruency, so that properly you are knowing how to define this theorem. Okay, so listen here. If in two triangles all the corresponding angles are equal, if all the corresponding angles are equal, if you are drawing now, automatically you can see that the corresponding sides are in the same proportion only will come. So that both the condition came now. Corresponding angles are equal got, corresponding sides are in the same proportion got. Then what you can say, the triangles are similar. So here only one condition is enough. AAA criteria. Okay. So actually you have studied two conditions. All the three angles congruent, all the three sides are in the same proportion. So here conditions are reducing. Here if all the three angles are congruent, if you are drawing, automatically when we are drawing the triangles now, its corresponding sides are also same proportion will come. Okay, so at home simply sitting now, simply draw and see different triangles with the different angles. That is, here angle A is 60 taking, here angle D also 60 only take. Corresponding angles equal only you take. Such a way different triangles draw and see. Then measure the sides and take the ratio. Very clearly you can understand that all the corresponding sides are also in the same proportion. Therefore what you can say, for proving two triangles to be similar, so which condition you can able to apply? AAA criteria. All the three angles are congruent. All the three angles are congruent or equal. What you can say? The triangles are similar. Okay. See the theorem once more. If in two triangles corresponding angles are equal, then their corresponding sides are in the same ratio, and hence the two triangles are similar. So corresponding sides are in the same proportion, not necessary to see. Automatically it will come. So that what we want to prove, all the three angles equal coming or not verified. So this theorem what we are calling AAA criteria. Now from this one I can able to ask you again question. For example, this angle 60 came. Okay, this angle also 60. Are you agreeing? 60 and this is 60 and this is 80 and this is also 80. Then what will be this is 60 taken, no, and this is 80 taken. 60 plus 80 how much will come? 40. Sorry, 60 plus 80 how much will come? 140. If it is 140 coming, what will be this angle? 40. So here also same only will happen, no. If this is 60 and this is 80 taking, then what will happen here? This angle will be 40. So again from AAA criteria we are reducing the condition. Any two angles, corresponding angles are equal. Any two corresponding angles are equal, then also the triangles are similar. So very easy condition for proving two triangles to be similar is AA corollary. Which one? AA corollary. That I am explaining in the next one. See here, AA criteria. So what I told you, this is 60 and this 60 and this 80, this 80. Then if this is 60 and this is 80, 140, and then what will come here? This one 40. Here also this also automatically 40 only will come. So that what we can say, we can reduce the condition. Any two corresponding angles are equal. What is? Any two corresponding angles are equal, then also the triangles are similar. So you can see coming throughout riders, we are going to apply a criteria only. That is easy, no? Instead of proving three angles, we two angles congruent proving, easily you are getting, that will be nice. Okay. So many places in throughout the riders we are going to apply this only. Some of the exceptional cases are there, but many places we are applying this only. Okay, which one? AA criteria. Once more we can see, if two angles of one triangle are respectively equal to two angles of the another triangle. Once more, if two angles of one triangle are respectively equal to the two angles, any two angles not possible, corresponding two angles of another triangle, then the two triangles are similar. Okay, very important criteria, AA criteria. Okay, now next one is SSS theorem. So if in two triangles, the sides of all the corresponding sides of one triangle are proportional to the sides of the other triangle, then their corresponding angles are equal. Hence the two triangles are similar. So here instead of triangles, what we are taken? All the corresponding sides are in the same proportion taken. If in two triangles, sides of one triangle are proportional to the sides of the other triangle, then the two triangles are similar. See here, conclusion I written here. In triangle ABC and triangle DF, if AB by DE, BC by DF and AC by DF are equal, then what you can say, the triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. Okay, clear? Now one more theorem is there, I hope so. SAS. SAS also you are knowing very well, because last year we have studied congruency also, same theorems. SAS, side, angle, side. So what you can say, if in one angle of one triangle is equal to one angle of the other triangle, then the sides including these angles are proportional, then the triangles are similar. So theorem, diagram listen here. So here AB by D, corresponding sides proportion taking SAS, and then AC and DF. AB by D is equal to AC by DF, and including angle, which one coming? Angle A and angle D. So SAS. This condition satisfying, then what you can say, the two triangles are similar. This theorem we are calling as SAS theorem. So statement once more read. If one angle of one triangle, that means angle A is equal to angle D, one angle of one triangle is equal to the one angle of the other triangle, and the sides including these angles means which are the sides? AB and AC. Here D and DF are in the same proportion, are proportional, meaning they are in the same proportion, then the triangles are similar. Okay, AB by D is equal to AC by DF, and angle A is equal to angle D, then what you can say, the triangles are similar. So these are the different criteria for proving two triangles to be similar. Once more we can repeat, which are they? AAA criteria, and the second one AA, and the third one is SSS, and the fourth one we are studied as SAS. Okay, these are the five theorems we are going to apply for proving the remaining riders. So these theorems all you learn and come. Okay students, bye.